I'm going to walk you through 10 warning signs that you might be in a toxic relationship. And look, if you recognize even just 2 or 3 of these, it's probably time to pause and really take a look at what's going on before things get worse. A lot of people tell themselves their relationship is just going through a rough patch, or that, every couple has problems. And yeah, that's true to a point. But there's a big difference between normal relationship struggles and patterns that slowly wear you down and mess with your mental health and self-worth. So by the end of this video, you'll know what to look for and, more importantly, what you can actually do about it, even if you've been making excuses or feeling scared to face the truth. Hey, I'm Maya, and about 4 years ago, I was stuck in a relationship that was quietly destroying me. I kept telling myself it was normal, that all couples fight, that if I just tried harder, things would get better. But over time, I lost myself. I drifted away from my friends. My confidence disappeared. Pretty much everything that made me me faded. And it wasn't until I finally opened up to my sister that I realized what I was dealing with wasn't just relationship problems. It was toxicity. Once I learned to recognize these signs and found the courage to walk away, I slowly rebuilt my life. And now I'm in a healthy, loving relationship where I actually feel respected and valued. All right, so let's get into the signs. I'm going to break these down in a really clear, straightforward way. Once you know what to look for, a lot of this becomes kind of impossible to unsee. So let's dive in. Sign number 1, your needs are constantly ignored or dismissed. Have you ever tried to explain what you need in your relationship and it just goes nowhere? Or worse, it turns into an argument. In a healthy relationship, both people's needs matter. But in a toxic one, every time you bring something up, more affection, more respect, just wanting to feel heard, it gets brushed off. Maybe they deflect. Maybe they turn it back on you. Maybe they make you feel ridiculous for even asking. And eventually, you just stop bringing it up because you're exhausted and you don't want another fight. But that's the problem. Suppressing your feelings doesn't fix anything. Your needs matter, and they deserve to be talked about. Sign number 2, communication is filled with hostility and criticism. Does it feel like every conversation turns tense really fast? Like sarcasm, eye-rolling, or little digs are just normal now? People argue in healthy relationships. Sure, that's normal. But there's a difference between disagreements and constant criticism. In toxic relationships, kindness disappears. You start bracing yourself before conversations. You might even avoid talking about anything important because you already know how it's going to end. That's not healthy communication. Relationships should feel safe, not like emotional combat. Sign number 3, you're putting in all the effort. Let me ask you something. When was the last time your partner actually showed up for the relationship? Are you the one always trying to fix things, start conversations, plan quality time, smooth things over? You might tell yourself, if I just try a little harder, this will work. But you're exhausted, and deep down, you know it's one-sided. A relationship can't survive on one person's effort alone. That's not love, that's burnout. Sign number 4, jealousy and trust issues are constant. Does your partner question you when you go out? Check up on you constantly? Try to control who you see, where you go, or even what you wear? A little jealousy can happen. But when it turns into monitoring your life or accusing you of things you haven't done, that's a serious red flag. Trust is the foundation of any healthy relationship. Without it, you're not in a partnership. You're stuck in something that feels more like a cage. Sign number 5, they hold grudges and use your past against you. Does it feel like your partner keeps a running list of your mistakes? Things you thought were resolved somehow come back up every time there's an argument. Healthy relationships involve forgiveness. Toxic ones involve scorekeeping. When your past is constantly used against you, it keeps you stuck in guilt and shame, and that's not fair or healthy. Now, you might be thinking, okay, these are pretty obvious. What about the more subtle stuff? And that's exactly what we're getting into next. Sign number 6, controlling behavior. Does your partner question every decision you make? Set rules for you? Act like you need permission to live your own life? That kind of control is deeply unhealthy, and in many cases, it's a form of emotional abuse. You're an adult. You deserve independence, autonomy, and respect. Period. Sign number 7, constant dishonesty. If lying is a regular thing, even about small stuff, that's a problem. Avoiding topics, twisting the truth, or hiding things breaks trust over time. And without trust, there's no real relationship to stand on. Sign number 8. You feel emotionally drained and isolated. Pay attention to how you feel after spending time with your partner. Do you feel supported or completely drained? In toxic relationships, being around your partner feels exhausting. You might even notice you feel calmer or happier when they're not around. And often, this comes with isolation. Less time with friends, less connection with family, until you feel stuck and alone. That feeling isn't random. Your body is trying to tell you something. Sign number 9. The relationship runs in toxic cycles. Does your relationship feel like a roller coaster? One moment you're being praised, idealized, made to feel special, and the next, you're being criticized or torn down. That cycle of extreme highs and lows isn't passion, it's instability. Healthy relationships don't constantly swing between love and emotional destruction. Sign number 10. Nothing ever gets resolved. Do you keep having the same arguments over and over? Apologies don't lead to change. Promises don't stick. Nothing actually improves. In healthy relationships, problems lead to growth. In toxic ones, they just pile up, and living in that constant loop is exhausting. So those are the 10 warning signs, and if even a few of these felt familiar, that's not something to ignore. Whether that means having an honest conversation, seeking therapy, or making the difficult decision to walk away, only you can decide what's right for your situation. Just know this: you deserve a relationship that supports you, not one that slowly drains you. If this video helped you gain some clarity, consider subscribing for more content like this. You're not alone, and I'm here to help you navigate healthier, happier relationships.